Hey, what's up everyone? This is going to be my first video regarding the Sinbad Genie movie, Shazam. It's really amazing, this, not just this whole phenomenon, but particularly this ME. Just thinking that this movie can't be found anywhere. I mean, I, along with many others, specifically remember a Sinbad Genie movie. As a matter of fact, that's one of the first places I remember seeing Sinbad at. That's one of the very first places movies I remembered seeing him in, and that's just where I remember seeing him in the 90s. I was born in 1994, and I can remember vividly. It's so crazy how I can vividly remember seeing Sinbad Shazam, and I remembered seeing the movie used at Goodwill, and there was Shaq's copy of the movie, Shaq's spin-off, sort of. I mean, it was a spin-off in, to my memory, it was a spin-off. In my world, I'll say, the world that I remember, it was, I mean, I don't know how to explain this phenomenon. I don't know how to explain what's happening in one particular explanation. There are many theories as to what could be happening that I have. There are many theories I have on this, but this whole Sinbad Genie movie, Shazam, I specifically remember, and it's amazing how not only do I remember it, but so many other millions upon millions of individuals remember this. I realized that Shaq was in Kazam, but I remember in Blockbuster, growing up, I remembered seeing this movie not only airing on television, but I remember it here and there, but it's so weird how I have such a vivid memory of this movie. That's very similar right there. I can remember ABC and ABC Family airing this, as someone stated in the comments of a video that I seen online. Someone stated that they remember this movie airing on ABC and ABC Family quite often in the 90s and early 2000s, but it seems like almost for me after the 90s I don't remember anything else about this movie. I was 6 years old in the year 2000, so in my early childhood is when I remember Sinbad Shazam. And there's been several videos made about this. Sinbad even did a video. It was a joke, but it was answering questions regarding, and he said we're crazy, and you can watch that video, you can check it out, where Sinbad was given an interview, and in that interview he answered questions, but he was actually more like, we're crazy as heck. That's the way he was saying, man. He's like, we're tripping. But we're not. We vividly remember this. I remember it. My parents remembered seeing it. My mama said it feels very strongly like she can remember seeing this Sinbad Genie movie and seeing it. I mean, we remembered seeing it vividly. Now, I know there's positive and negative comments. There's going to be negative feedback every time, anyone mentions anything like this. There's good and bad. There's positive and negative out there. But whatever your memory is, I vividly remember Shazam, the Sinbad Genie movie. And as a matter of fact, one person stated, that's where I remember Sinbad from. That's one of the first movies that actually introduced them to Sinbad, the comedian Sinbad. And it's insane. It's really crazy. I vividly remember him in this movie. And I know all of these MEs are within themselves, they're important to each of us. But I can remember seeing this in Goodwill. There's specific memories where in the late 90s and early 2000s, it feels actually the very, very early 2000s. and the very late 90s. I can remember seeing it used in Goodwill. And I remembered seeing it in Blockbuster. Seeing him with his arms crossed, and seeing it in Goodwill and in Blockbuster. It was in Blockbuster quite a bit for me. And I know with many of these, look at these results. I'm actually going to do a quick search here on Google, and I'm going to do a separate video regarding this and see how many results there are for Sinbad Genie or Shazam. So, but yeah, I remember seeing that. I just decided to do a video about this and do a rant on it. I remember specifically seeing this movie not only on television. I remember seeing it on TV growing up. I remember seeing it in the store in Blockbuster. I remembered seeing it in Goodwill used. And I also remember Shazam as well. I remember Shaq. And the first thing I remember was that Shaq was making a parody. I was like, oh, okay, so Shaq's just copying Sinbad, the Genie movie. And that's literally what I thought. All my life, I remembered thinking, well, Shaq's just copying Sinbad. That's what I specifically thought. That Shaq was copying Sinbad and making a Genie movie of his own. But that can't be said now. Anyway, it's crazy, but it's another one of those things, how we have this vivid memory, and there's no proof of it. I wish someone could find proof of this, but, I mean, that would be awesome. Or if it would just suddenly change back to where the movie existed, that would be great. How some of these MEs flip-flop and change back to how we remember. I've had that happen many times, but I wish this would, because it's a vivid memory of a specific movie that turns out it never existed at all. And that that can't register with me that the movie never existed, because I know it did, and for millions of people it did, for no telling how many people it existed. Sinbad, the Genie, says Shazam, so I remember it specifically. Very, very specifically. I've never done a video on this. I don't know why. I really don't know why I've never done a video on this. There are actually several MEs that I am 100% sure on, and I've never made a video on for some reason. But this is my first video regarding the Sinbad Genie movie, Shazam. And I specifically remember it. I probably went on too long. Hopefully I didn't go on too long. Things are crazy in this world. But that's what this video's about. The Sinbad Genie movie. So, let me know your memories regarding this. When did you become aware that this movie suddenly never existed? And let me know your memories regarding this. Share your memories, please. Either at the email that I'll post below, or in the comment section if you feel comfortable sharing your comment. And you can also privately message me on YouTube. I send much love to you all. I'll do another video showing the search results for this in a moment. So, much love, thanks for everything, and peace. I hope to speak with you all again very soon. Bye.